Hi, my name is Timo,
I'm Ploy.
and we are International
International pause.
Pulse. We're here to talk about international student lives in the US.
And we're here to share the real talk.
So let's grab your coffee and let's get into it. This is International Pulse. Hi, how are you doing, Ploy?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good because I just moved into a new place.
Yay!
Woo!
Big step, big steps. I've
Yeah.
seen your rooms on your Instagram. It looks great.
Oh my
Looks
god.
very like cozy and like productive in a way. I don't want to call this. It looks like, oh, you have a good workstation.
Yeah. That's where I plan to specifically. I want it to be somewhere that I can use at a workstation. So I think that I can waste less money going to cafe and find
Yes, totally.
other environment.
I love when I see people's room and have like a great working stations. It's just fascinating to see.
Oh yeah. And yeah,
Awesome.
and that's pretty much the agenda we're gonna talk today.
Yes.
Today we're gonna talk about first day versus what you are today,
Yeah.
what we have come so far, what we have learned, and what it's like from then and compared to now. Yeah, let's get
Mm-hmm.
into it, Ploy.
Sure. Let's do it. So first of all, let's set a scene.
Mm-hmm.
You are Thai students come to the U.S. for the I don't know. It's even though it's not the first time, but let's talk about Chicago in general. So
Yeah,
on your first day, you landed. What was the first thing that you did right get off the plane? Just paint a scene for us.
I see. Well, the first thing that I did is, we went into the custom border
Right.
control, and
Mm-hmm.
then I remember that the line is so long because
Oh
the plane
yeah.
was really full, and I was just you can't use your phone over there. I don't even have signal and everything, so I
Yeah.
just have to observe everyone, right? And then I went in 1 week before the semester began, I think,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was looking at people's visa document. There were so many students with me, like
Same.
F1, J1, a lot of
Yeah, you can
people.
see because those students they would carry a lot of documents with them. Like you just
Yeah.
pull out all the folders, papers, and
Mm-hmm.
just waiting. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can spot right away.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and then I went into the custom border control. I'm not sure if this still a thing, but a lot of people are kind of afraid of going to custom, right? Like if they fly out here for 12 hours, 20 hours.
Yeah,
So I feel a little bit nervous when I was have
sure.
to answer them. But actually, I think for everyone it's kind of chill, right? It's kind of
Yeah, if you have a document from school, basically you're fine. But yeah,
Mhm.
for sure, like they always look intimidating to ask. Like I don't know, it's like you were one student, one person. You came from like I don't know, 12 hours this like flight.
Yeah,
And as people said, that flying all the way to here, having a visa and document doesn't guarantee that you can get in the country. So that's why people
that's
start to like
crazy.
kind of intimidating during that time. So yeah,
Yeah. How
do you
about
remember the
your?
question?
Honestly, I can't really. I think they just asked me. They asked me, "What are you studying?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Bro, if even I'm faking it, I could have just read and remember. That is so
Mm.
easy. Like,
I
what are
mean,
you
it's just like a
studying?"
simple question to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about your landing? How was your custom control
Yeah, I
experience?
remember mine. So I flew alone as well. I didn't. I just because it was just me. But I wasn't nervous that much because I mean it wasn't my first time in the U.S. I've been through it before through J1, F1. Like so, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of be able to expect what question they're gonna ask. However, during that time on my I-20, I came here not through like the program they listed is not really my master program yet because back then I think I missed some score on my IELTS, so they put me into like the English programs. And then on my I-20, it listed as like English learning something like that. And then when I went there, and then they asked me like I remember the same thing as you, like the line was super duper long, and it just really I wait for like hours. I remembered,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I got my like when it was my turn, they asked me like, "Oh, so what school are you gonna go to?" And then he looked at my I-20 and he was like, "Really, English learning? Like your?" And then my English is like this, and he was like, "What? what are you like? Are you serious? And I'm like, I just missed some scores, so that's why I'm pulled into that program. Something like that. And I remember that was probably the only question. They just asked like what school you go to, what program you're gonna study, and you'll find. I think Chicago, they're pretty chill in a way. I
Yeah.
think because there's a lot of people, so they just wanna like, oh, if you like don't want to, it's like okay, if you look fine, your document look fine, just go. Yeah,
Actually, I agree with that a lot. Like Chicago customs, I
true,
don't hear a lot of like bad experience from friends and anyone who come in the same visa.
true.
But like compared to, I'm not sure, California, LA,
Yeah, yeah, they're
or
more
like
strict.
New York, sometimes they're like strict. My friend went into like the black room because she fly like 3 weeks before her like school,
Oh,
and they were like, "Why are you here?"
3 weeks before the school.
Yeah.
Mine was like 2 weeks, so it wasn't
Oh,
that
okay. Yeah.
different. But
She
anyway,
was like, "I'm here to visit a family in here in friend, yeah,
yeah.
and whatever."
I mean, yeah, I think it depends. Like, if they have less people, maybe they will be more like they have more time to
Probably,
investigate you in a way.
probably.
But Chicago is a big hub of
Mm-hmm.
like in the U.S. because
That's
Chicago is
true.
like, yeah, it's like there are a lot of like big airline that like have like a center here, like Cathay
Mm-hmm.
Pacific or I don't know, a lot. So I think that's why people just stop by Chicago and go somewhere else. Yeah.
Really
So
cool.
yeah. So
All
that's
right.
why like it just people. A lot of people would have experience like transiting in Chicago, like O'Hare,
Yeah.
because I think it's because if you're gonna go to New York from
Mm-hmm.
Thailand, Japan, something like that, you have to
Mm-hmm.
stop in Chicago first, and then you fly
Okay.
to there. I guess because it's
Okay.
just right in the middle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So that would be like a first pass that you have to go through this custom here.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Fly to Chicago is better. Trust me.
Yeah, Chicago is good. O'Hare is pretty good. Actually, I feel like O'Hare is have a lot of facilities and stuff, and I think it's pretty nice.
All right. Now then, you passed your custom, and who was the first person you met in the U.S.? Was
Okay, so
someone picking
this
you
is
up?
now I'm gonna share about the Paul thing. So
Uh
this
huh.
is something like kind of unique to the Paul. So the Paul International Office, International Student Office, they have one programs called like they will have like international student or even volunteers who picked you up at the airport.
What?
But it's
What's the
not a
catch?
picked up. It's not a really a picked up where they picked you up and drop you off. It's
Uh
more
huh.
like they just welcome you.
Or like
Hey, yeah, they hold a sign like, "Hey, I'm from Nepal too. Oh, cool." So and they help you calling Uber, calling taxi, like a cab or something like that for you. So you don't feel as like lonely, I guess. After like a first date, you arrive and you have someone picking you up. It's not
what?
really they're picking you up. It's just like they just welcome you at the airport. So I just basically signed up for that program because with the thought that I thought that they would drop me off
Yeah.
because it sounds like it. They
Uh
call it
huh.
it's like welcome something. I don't remember. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, basically they just have a sign with your name on it and hey, welcome. So how are you gonna go back? Anyone picking you up? And then I'm like, no. And then she was like, okay, I can help you calling a cab, something like that. I mean, at
Oh
least they
my
help you.
god.
At least they helped me calling the cab. And yeah, that I mean, that's just one mistake that I want to leave it here. That you in Thailand, Uber is not really a big thing there. Like we all know, we use Grab, we use other things.
Uh
But
huh.
here, just download Uber before you arrived. It will
Yeah.
be your life will be a lot easier. Just don't take the taxi. I'm not a fan.
Oh my. I
Yeah, I
think.
feel like taxi is okay. I'm gonna talk about my experience. So the
Okay.
taxi that I got on my first day in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
It was the summer. I arrived in like September, like the end of August, which is really hot in Chicago. He
Mm-hmm.
did not turn on the AC. He doesn't use
Oh
the
my god.
AC. He opened all the windows, and he basically did not really use like Google Maps or anything. It just yeah, it wasn't a pleasure experience. But anyways, it wasn't
Oh
like
my.
harmful or anything. But yeah, that was my first day. Basically, I have someone welcoming me at the airport.
Do you remember them?
Yes, so actually, most of them are like international students because
Huh?
it's a volunteers program that they do every year, and those students who wanna like build their resume, so they
Mm-hmm.
just wanna like okay participate in some activities in school. So most of them are like undergrads or some master. Yeah, but basically they just create. If you sign up, they will create a sign for you that oh this is your name, and then just hey we'll pick you up at the airport, something like that.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's
That's.
It's cute in a way, but
Yeah,
not gonna lie, I don't think it's that useful.
useful, right? If you're not even,
Not that practical.
yeah. So
But
that
I
mean
think
like,
it's a great program though.
they're likely staying all night and like welcoming
Not
people.
really, not really. I think they have. I'm not sure if they're gonna pick people up if it's during night time. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure, but during my time, I arrived around like 4 or 5 p.m.
Oh, I
So it
see.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't bad. So it just. I'm not sure if it's like you arrive at 3 a.m. I'm not sure people are gonna pick you up. I think
Okay.
they picked up like a time that like most people arriving in, I guess.
Uh huh.
Yeah, because I remember they provide like a slot that okay, like what day you arrive, and then I think they have like a certain days that they know people would arrive more. Like
Mm,
if you're from Asia, you might arrive at this time. If you're from India, you might arrive at this time. Something like that. I think they just anticipate.
that's really interesting.
Yeah. How
Oh
about you?
my.
Anyone picking you up?
Your story is, I think, different than mine. This
Oh,
is not
for
my
sure.
first time. This is not my first time in Chicago. I have been
Oh
traveling,
yeah.
vacationing in Chicago for 7 days, so I know that I can take a train from here
Oh.
to
Okay.
IIT. And my first day, I have two big ass luggage, and I am such a strong, independent woman. I went there and like I use the Wi-Fi in the airport to
Oh
like
yeah.
make sure that I get my maps downloaded. I get my Ventra, which is like the pass
You
for,
nice. You're well prepared. You're no venture.
and then I took my two big ass luggage to like get on the blue line and transfer to green line, and like it took me like, honestly, from the custom it took like an hour, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
then from that to IIT it also took
Another
me like
hour.
hour and a half. That's so long, and I'm like, oh my god, just
What
take a
time was it?
freaking Uber. It was actually late. Like I remember
Man,
I got to the dorm at like 10 p.m. It was dark already.
it was dark.
Yeah. You know what? At IIT they have like the green line, and the green line, some of the station they have like a roller. Some of the station have like a bigger.
Okay.
But the thing is, IIT station doesn't have a big openings, so I have to like push my
Like do
luggage.
like that small things. That
Yeah,
small
yeah.
like
I'm
okay,
like,
interesting first day.
yeah,
Very independent.
yeah,
No need
and
Uber for you.
it's really crazy.
I
And
believe
you know who is the first person that I ever talked to?
security.
It's yeah, IIT security.
That's what I thought.
They were in a car driving, and the car is like security. And I asked them where to get to Carmen Hall, which is
Oh
like
my
my.
god.
And they're like, oh, you can go to this way. And you know what? Instead of them like driving me
Yes,
on
that's what I was
it,
gonna say too. Like, bruh, you're in the car.
instead of them driving me to it, they just drive along with me, walking the suitcase
You
on the
drive
street,
along with you, or like slowly.
slowly, just like seeing me. And I'm like, why? Just put my luggage.
At least just take your bag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you don't want to let me walk.
Yeah, it was like,
I mean, that's kind of awkward to drive too. Like, I just think you kind of paint a picture in my head, and it looks kind of funny in a way. They just drive very slowly, and you just
yeah,
keep like pushing.
yeah,
Oh,
you know. And I think,
okay.
yeah, it's just, I think I radiate a strong, independent woman, kind of like,
Oh yeah, on the first day.
if I asked, they would have been like, okay, fine. But honestly, at that time, I didn't know that I can ask, so I was like, fine, let me
Yeah,
just
I
do
think it's a
it.
culture here that like if you didn't ask, you wouldn't get it. Just
Yeah.
ask. Yeah. Actually, I missed one part. Actually, like on the first day, I did not stay. I didn't like sign up for any like school dorm or anything.
Uh
So
huh.
I already have my apartment like signed, but the start date wasn't start yet. So I have to stay with my like someone I know that she's
Mhm.
like she knows my mom and stuff. So
Mhm.
I stay with her for like a week. So that was my first day, and their house, I mean their apartment, is in like California Blue Line. So it wasn't that far
Oh.
from the airport. So
Mhm.
I don't have to like spend a lot of my time on the taxi without AC.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that wasn't too bad. And also, when I arrived, it's my first day in Chicago. I never been to Chicago before. I know I heard a lot of people said Chicago is so cold, really cold. You know,
Mhm.
my first day, I wear like a long sleeve, long sleeve, long sleeve with like long pants. And also, I remember I think I wore like a boot as well for some
Oh my
reason
god.
because I don't want to put it into my luggage.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So I wear. it during my flight, and I was really hot on the first day. I'm like, who lied to me that Chicago is really cold? Like, bruh, it is hot AM.
It is like
Yeah, so that
I
was
don't.
my first day.
Yeah, I think it's a misconception. I mean, Chicago is really cold. It's
It
not,
is really cold.
but it also is really hot.
Yes, Chicago. I mean, yeah, Chicago summer is really hot. I think it's
Yeah,
really, really hot in a way that, like, bruh, how can you like? And in winter,
yeah.
it's just so cold. Like that, like, bruh,
Honestly, yeah, it's as
we
hot
don't
as
have the
Thailand.
middle ground here. It's just summer,
Never,
and you jump to winter right away. There's no like chilies. No, there's
never.
no that stage.
That's really interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you. So after you arrived in Chicago, you got into your dorm, get everything settled. So what was the first thing you did in Chicago? That like okay, first day in Chicago before the school start. What do you do?
I went to Target. I went to
Good
Target and I
decision.
like
Which one did you
shopping.
go?
I went to the one in Roosevelt.
Oh, the big one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took a red line. I love taking like CTA, the
Yes.
transit.
Oh, but you've been here before, so
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
about red line and stuff. Okay.
And then I took it and I went to Target. I was like didn't really like know what to buy yet because
Yeah,
at
for
the
sure.
dorm that the school provided, they really have everything already.
Yeah.
Like they have like the a lot of things like the bed, everything. And I also prepare like my beddings from Thailand to the point that
Like
I
your
asked,
bed sheets and stuff.
yeah, I actually bought
Smart.
like a pillow in the vacuum thing in
Oh,
my suitcase
oh, okay. That's smart, actually.
so that the very first night I can cut it open and just
Nice.
yeah.
So you have something that you sleep in.
Yeah, I went to Target and I actually the only thing I remember is like buying a mobile phone and everything. I just asked them like which one should I buy and they recommend me to buy a Boost. And that mobile phone is actually the one that I'm still using to this point.
What is it
So
again? Mobile.
Boost, Boost Mobile.
Okay.
Have you heard of Boost Mobile?
No, what is it? It's like phone.
It's a phone. Yeah, it's a phone provider.
Like you mean the provider? I thought you were
Oh,
like
yeah,
talking about phone. Like
yeah. No, no,
yeah.
no, no. Yeah. And then
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's the very first thing that people would do. Yeah, the phone like service.
I think I was enjoying the city and I was like living more of like a local kind of experience. I
True.
remember like the things that I see at Roosevelt is that there are food spilled on the on the seat and
Okay.
like there are also pigeon and like some kind of like people
Yep.
like some rat or something like that trying to get up them.
Oh
And
man.
that's the vibe of Chicago.
Yeah,
Trust me.
totally, totally.
You're gonna see like a lot of the trash outside and like
Yes.
some people are like talking to themselves. That's what I that's what I heard a lot. Like I thought they were talking to someone. I thought they were on the phone, but they're not. They're
They're
just
just
like
talking to themselves. Yeah.
talking to themselves. Sometimes they don't make an eye contact. Sometimes they lock into someone.
Mm.
Sometimes yeah, and I was like, what? It's, I think that was like pretty much my culture shocks. After that,
Mm.
I was just bonding with people in my school, making friends, and like exploring the school. It was
Oh,
really chill, I guess. And then that is the time that I met Jay.
oh, damn.
And then once we know that we both are Thai, we start hanging out more and more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were like, they actually showed me like the gym, showed me a lot of like the
Oh, cool.
facilities.
That's
And
good to
I'm
have
like,
someone introduce you like that.
yeah, that was really cool. We always went to like a dining plan because I have a dining plan in the school already. But then yeah, the dining plan we always sit together and we always gossip someone in Thailand. And then we
Fun.
always yeah. When I remember my very first day. I went into like the dining hall. I
Oh
was
yeah.
so excited. They have all you can eat food over there. You can get hamburger, you can get pasta, like every kind of meat that you want. And I
Right.
was like so excited. I went there with Jay, who was like here for like 2 years already, and he
Okay.
was like, "That's what I am on the first day as well." I
Like
was like,
woo, exciting.
"Yeah," but then like he told me that for 2 years the food line literally is the same, like nothing has changed.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Okay, damn it."
Okay, I got to.
Yeah. So yeah, those are like what I did before my school began. How about
Yeah.
you? What do you
Mine.
do?
So I'm also lucky as well because I stay with I will call her as my mom friend, even though she's not
Mm-hmm.
really, but she's my mom friend. She's lived here in Chicago for like 10, ish years. Like she lived
Mhm.
for a really long time. She married to American,
Mhm.
and she's I remember on the first day she brought me out to eat like something close by, and we
Mhm.
walked from her place to there, which is like around like 10-minute walk. But you know,
Mhm.
someone from Thailand who was like never really walk outside that long. It just feel
Mhm.
like, why do you
Mhm.
walk? You know, it's
Mhm.
just people here love walking, and I'm like, okay, we walk. We went out, and then on the second day, she took me to Target to buy stuff. But I didn't
Mhm.
buy a lot of stuff. I just bought like those essentials like pillows or bed sheets, something essential that I need. And then I remember I ordered my mattress online on Wayfair. I never heard
Mhm.
about Wayfair before, but
Oh,
she said, "Oh, Wayfair is good." So I'm like, "Okay, let's go for Wayfair." So yeah, basically she kind of recommended to me anything that, oh, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. And yeah, that was a great experience. She helped me on my first day moving into my actual apartment as well. So yeah, she helped me a lot. However, after that, I need to buy other stuff. For example, like tissue paper, towels, whatever, what thing else I need. So I also went to Target.
mhm.
My first apartment was located in, it's called Streeterville, and I have to walk around like I think I took a bus on my first day. Around it was around like 3 to 4 stops to the one that, you know, AMC River East. They have one
Okay.
Target over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one close to Navy Pier. So I went to that one, which is a lot smaller than Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And yeah, on my first day, I just went to Target, just get stuff. And then I remember I have like a big ass tissues like package, and I
Mhm.
took the bus, get up the bus, drop it off, carry everything up by myself, very
Mhm.
independent. I didn't know anyone back then. Yeah, and then during the time, you know, I haven't made any ties at all until my school started. Even
Okay.
orientation and stuff, I did not see any ties. On my orientation was all like Indian, international, Turkish, no ties. I didn't see any ties until on my first day of class. I remember the class was like marketing management and something, and he
Mhm.
asked us to put like a name tag on the
Mhm.
table. And
Oh.
then I just put my name. I said with my friends, my international friend, I put my name as Ploy. And then I saw other student in the class. Their name is like looks like Thai, but I'm not
Hi.
sure
Yeah.
because one is my friend name is Cloud,
Mhm.
Klao, which is
Cloud.
it's good. Yeah, Cloud. Her name is Cloud. She's Thai, but I'm like I didn't know because she doesn't look that Thai. And
Wow.
another one who sit next to her looks kind of Thai. Her name is Abby, which is her English name. And then the one second also look kind of Thai. His name is Keith, which is English name. And I'm like,
Uh,
and then I remember my extrovert soul, just during the break, I walked to them and said, "Are you guys Thai?" And it's like, "Oh, you're Thai." Oh, wait, actually, I missed one thing. I remember on the first day of this class, I think this class have 2 days, like Monday and Thursday in a week.
uh-huh.
On the
Yeah.
first day, I think I didn't say hi to him on the first day, but on the way back that we like on the bus, I took bus back because the class finished at 9. I wouldn't take red line, so I took a bus, and then I met one of that group on the bus, and then she just walked to me and asked like, "Are you Thai?" Because she saw
Mhm.
my name as Ploy. Because Ploy is a very Thai
So
name, like
Thai.
you would
Yeah.
know that you are Thai. And then what funny is that we drop off on the same stop, exactly same stop, and our apartment is 1 block apart,
Oh wow.
just 1 block. So yeah, after that we know that, oh yeah, the rest are Thai too, and I'm like, oh okay. And then on the second day of the class, then I walk to them and say like, oh, I'm Thai too, and then I start hanging out with them. Yeah, and
Wow.
then that's how I met other Thai friends, like who is also study at DePaul.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, in the first few weeks, I didn't speak to any Thai except my mom friend.
That's
So
really
at first, I
cool.
feel like, oh my god, this is gonna be my life in Chicago. No Thai friend. Oh no, no Thai friend at all. But yeah, I mean, and then I think they brought me to eat Chicago pizza, deep
The deep
dish.
dish.
For sure, typical. And yeah, besides that, I think I got a lot of help from her. So it wasn't
Oh.
that exciting in a way. We went to Lincoln Park Zoo because it is something free that you can do in Chicago. We went to Lincoln Park Zoo, and then yeah, with no ties. So totally different from my. I didn't know much about the Paul as well because I didn't have anyone to introduce me. All my friends are also first time at the Paul.
I
So
see.
it took me a while to learn stuff.
Actually, I remember like when you were saying, I remember, you know how they actually realize I'm Thai? It's because when I was in dorm, I have a elephant pants. I have a kangkeng cha.
Absolutely
Yeah,
Thai.
I have elephant pants and I wear them for like the whole week so that anyone would
95%,
find.
99% Thai.
Yeah. Actually, like I've met another Thai person. I've met another like American who was like half Thai as well. Because
Ooh,
and
okay.
they came up to me because I was wearing kangkeng chang, the elephant. So
Oh,
yeah,
Thai.
next time if you wanna like announce your nationality, maybe you should wear
That's
kangkeng
a good
chang.
trick, actually, because
Yeah.
for me, I don't know why. Like on, so I asked them like how they met each other, those
Uh
ties,
huh.
because they all know each other, those ties, and they said they met on the orientation day. I was also on orientation day, but and oh, you know what? Like so, orientation day, I was on the first table. Like if you walk to orientation, you would see me on the first
Mm-hmm.
table. But the fact is that I don't know why they just walk like they said
That's,
because most Thais who are like just came, Thai people would go to all the way to the end, like
that's true. That's true.
all the
Very
way
true.
to the end, like end of the hall. But I was on the first table. I don't fit in. That's why they didn't see me, and they said they met everyone in the back of the hall. That's why they didn't see me, and I'm like, why don't I see you guys? Said because we were all the way to the end.
That's
I was oh man, I was on the really front. So that's why I
yeah.
was like hanging out with all international like Indians, like with I have Vietnamese friend, I have Nepalis, it's just a lot of friends. And then I was kind of one who like kind of brought like those international friends in to hang out as well
Mm.
sometimes. But not gonna lie, to be honest, now I hang out with I don't really hang out with those like international that much. There's still a couple that I still like keep
Oh,
in touch with,
mhm.
but yeah, most of them is like I hang out with those like Thais and basically now I hang out. If you talk about now, I hang out with your friend Timo.
That's correct. Fly hang out with my friend.
Yeah, so I basically took Timo position after he moved to New York.
Actually, I think I remember one thing I did before the school started as well that I
Yeah.
forgot to mention. I went to Chicago Water and Air Show.
Oh,
Did
I
you
did.
did, did
Wait,
you
no,
get there?
I missed that because I came because my
Oh,
school is quarter system. The pause
oh
quarter
yes.
system. My school didn't start until like first or second week of September. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
came in like in the end of August, which is I think I missed that already.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I,
missed that.
that was like that was the first time that there is an event in Chicago, and there's so many people.
Oh my
Like
god, it's so packed. Like
yeah,
I went on the on my
second
first
year.
like second years. Yeah, but I because like my dad is in Air Force and he's like
Mm-hmm.
crazy about these things, and I grew up with these things. So I'm like, oh, wanna go, bruh? It's just too overwhelming. It's just a lot.
Yeah, very
It's just
much.
too overwhelming.
Like the noise of people chatting and the noise of the actual airplane
Yeah,
because they're flying really close to like the
really
ground.
close. Like they said, it's giving like alien movie vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, it's gonna happen really soon in Chicago.
Actually,
And
yeah.
if you live in downtown and if your apartment have like a rooftop, you don't really need to go to the beach or anything. You can see from
Hmm.
there. Even my apartment, you can see it fly like really close to my window in a way that I feel
Yeah,
like it's too loud. It's like, oh god,
yeah,
like it's just too overwhelming. I mean, if you ask this is cool, it's super cool. It's like, man,
yeah.
you can walk on the street, you see like these things flying really close to
Hmm.
the city. It's just really like, post apocalypse vibe.
Yeah. And I
But
think that was like an intro about how active Chicago is. I think
mm-mm,
Chicago is like they have a lot of events which is like
like
free.
especially in the summer.
Yeah, which is free and friendly and like very
Yeah,
interesting.
this is what I like about Chicago. I feel like even though you live here alone without knowing anyone,
Hmm.
like on my first week, I didn't know anyone. So I would just like walk outside. If I don't know what to do, I just go for a walk. There would be something
Hmm.
interesting for you to like spot it and like, oh, go to, I went to Navy Pier, I went to the museum and stuff. It's just fun to walk
Hmm.
around. Yeah. So like, yeah, I missed my first year, but I went on my second year.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Let's talk to the next question. When you got here, what
Mm.
is the biggest culture shock you've ever had?
So this is a hard question because, as I said, I've been to I experienced American culture before, so it's just
Hmm.
like I don't know what to like. I
Hmm.
kind of expect everything, but I have one thing that people find interesting about Chicago people. And I
Mhm.
got it from my friend who lived in Seattle and Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
So these two visit Chicago for the first time. It was my second years in Chicago. So we went to a restaurant and they said when they say thank you to servers or
Uh-huh.
anyone, like we say thank you. If it's other city, they'll say, "Oh, you're welcome. No problem. Never mind." But Chicago say, yeah, and I never feel like it's weird, but my friend feel like it's so offended. Like what? Like I
Yeah.
said thank you, and you said mm-hmm. We don't find it like offended. It's just the way. And I feel like I say this sometimes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, and my friend told me like, is this how Chicago like respond to thank you? Like you say, I'm like, yeah, and she's doing in a way that like, well, we say in a way that, yeah, like sure, but
Mhm.
like what they heard is like, yeah, like something like that, and I'm like, yeah, I never realized it. This might be one culture shock about Chicago, I guess.
Yeah. I never realized about that too. That's really what.
Yeah, you can if you next time you came back to Chicago, you can notice this. Like people really say like, like,
Okay.
thank you. Which is,
Okay.
if you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, it might be kind of rude in a way if you
Mhm.
really think about it, because other people would say, "You're welcome, my pleasure," or something.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh
So
my god.
savage.
My god. Oh my god.
Yeah. For I'm trying to think. I think I kind of expect everything because
Yeah.
okay, people might say that the culture shock is red line, Chicago red
Mhm.
line, but for me, I before I came to Chicago, like a week or
Mhm.
a month. Do you remember in July 22 they had like a mass shooting in Chicago during
Oh.
4th of July?
Uh huh.
Yeah, in Highland Park and up north, and
Oh
it was
wow.
a big like news that like oh
Mhm.
like 12 people were like a lot of people were hurt during that
Uh
time,
huh.
and people come to me in Thailand like, oh, is it the city that you're gonna go? And I start panicking about Chicago,
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh man, like I was even thinking about transferring out to other state because I was
Mhm.
really scared.
Oh yeah.
And also, if you know like the Chicago Red Line, the McDonald's, that McDonald's around like couple months before I came, they have a shooting in that McDonald's. And I'm like, bro, this is the red line I have to take to
Uh-huh.
class. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness, what did I do? I was really panicking. But yeah, I reached out to one of, so she's my host sister while I was in high school here. She's
Mhm.
my host sister. She used to live in Chicago for like 4 years for her college. So I
Mhm.
asked her like, yeah, like I asked her about some advice about which neighborhood to live in, and then is it true that Chicago is pretty dangerous? She was like, if it in the north side, it's pretty safe. It's nothing like crazy, but if it's go like down south, it might be a bit more sketchy. And I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
start to feel more like calm after that. But I was really panicking for a while. If you search Google Chicago crime, you see crime every day, like
That's actually
literally
true.
every day. Like people shooting every day, people like fighting every day, car crash, whatever. It just look crazy to me. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of like, what? It did I make a bad decision to come to Chicago? But
Mhm.
not gonna lie, after I moved here, it's like what my host sister said. It's like if you know the unspoken rules about taking red line, you know, like you to be careful for yourself, look after
Mhm.
yourself. I think it's just like a normal city. If you go to a big city, any big city, they are the same. Where like
Mhm.
if you know that like okay, you shouldn't go out after 9, if you shouldn't take red light after 9 p.m., you're fine.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, that's why I
My
wasn't shocked with red line that much because I kind of expect that Chicago is like this.
Yeah, my roommate is a son. Like his parent is law enforcement, they're police,
Okay.
and he told me that like if there is a guy chasing you with a knife, and you can like take a green line at the IIT station, his
Yeah.
parents said that get stabbed and don't go to the green line, the station, because
Why?
like no, it was just like IIT, especially like that area is like the end of where safe it is,
Yes,
like
yes, 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 yes.
anywhere past that is kind of like
Sketchy now.
sketchy. I don't want to
Yeah.
say like dangerous because that's not always true, but it's just like evidently there are more crime happening over there, so
True,
that's
true.
why.
Yeah. Actually, like I totally agree. Before they said like one unspoken rule is that don't go further south than Chinatown. And then
Yeah, yeah.
I never been further south than China until I met Timo and I had to go to IIT. And I'm like, oh,
I,
this is the first time I'm crossing my borderline.
I heard that too. I heard that all the time. Like, don't go behind, don't go past Chinatown. And guess where IT is? At Chinatown.
Chinatown. I mean, even one station past Chinatown,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
but
But yeah.
still. And I'm like, oh my god, now I'm passing my borderline. And again,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Well,
But I mean, as I said, once I reach IIT, okay, it's like, yeah, it's a bit more sketchy than downtown, but
mhm.
it's still not that bad.
Yeah, actually, because like IT is really, really close to
Yeah,
the.
it's basically like a school, like campus life. So it's,
Yeah, and then there's also like the soccer stadium over there.
oh,
So
yeah, like White Sox.
yeah, it's also
Yeah.
like populated, like not.
Oh
But
yeah, the people
yeah,
always yeah, true, true, true.
yeah,
So yeah, I think if you live in like some areas that's still a lot of people, it's not that like sketchy in a way. So for example, my area is okay, considered pretty safe in a way.
uh huh.
And when I walk back home after like class at 9 p.m., I have to walk, and then on the way that I walk like from the bus stop to my place is like around 10-minute walk, which is
Mhm,
kind of a walk. And
mhm,
then, but I have to walk past the one like luxurious hotel. I don't remember the
mhm.
name. It's like there's one hotel behind the water tower,
Uh huh.
and they always have security guard 24/7, and I feel like oh I'm so safe. Like just walk back. But not gonna lie, on my first few months, I always carry my pepper spray. So
Really?
I
Wow.
am, and then I always like be really conscious about that because I live alone. So I feel
Mhm.
like, and if you look at me, like I'm just like I really
Just a
seem to be
girl.
a good
Yeah.
if there's gonna be a crime. Like I'm Asian and I'm not that tall. I'm pretty like small. So if they're gonna do some crime to me, and for sure they would get the thing that they want.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I feel like nah, I'm not gonna be the target. I carry pepper spray. I still
So
have
yeah.
it, but like I don't really carry it anymore, to be honest. Now I'm
Okay.
Chicago expert. I can get around.
Yeah. Just know your exit. Know your like
Totally,
to
totally,
do.
yeah. Like as long as you know what like those rules, you'll find.
I want to talk about my culture shock before we move on.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
my culture shock is? It's accent. It's listening to other people's accent. And honestly,
Chicago's accent.
I would say actually more of like Indian accent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a hard time in the beginning too. I'm
And
not
sometimes,
familiar.
yeah, sometimes like black people accent as well.
Oh yes.
They're like speaking really fast and using word that is
Yeah,
not
yeah, they have some
traditional.
different terms that you never heard.
Yeah, and yeah, but I think having exposure to like those
Yeah,
kind of variety, it just grows on you. But
yeah, but
sometimes I'm like,
you lived in Midwest before, even though it's not Chicago.
it was I stay in Missouri, which is like but the town and the circles, the social circle that I stay is like Thai people work in travel and like peers for like
Yeah,
working traveling. I would say like the first time I actually have a really living among diverse
like
cultural. Yeah, it was in Chicago,
yeah,
Spanish, Hispanic, and everything.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then I
yeah,
was English programs, so
hmm, yeah. That's true.
yeah,
I'm trying to remember when did I actually, but it just
it
happened.
it just happened. You get used to it. Actually, I felt like Midwest like accent is the accent that easiest to understand. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
clear. I mean, there's still some that say like, oh, Michigan accent have some like kind of different words to pronounce, but I feel like it's
Hmm.
still not that difficult
Yeah, it's not that
because my
crazy.
first state that I live in the U.S. that I get to live in the U.S.
Uh huh.
is North Carolina. And North Carolina, they have like such a southern accent, you know.
Yeah, a thick
And I got it a
accent.
lot, like when I went because North Carolina is my first state I live in, and then people would think that like I kind of picked up my accent from there a lot, even though my host dad he's originally from New York. My host mom, she originally from Alaska. So like they're not locals, but still like I went to school there. I picked up some accent, and then when I went back to Thailand, people say a lot like, especially my American teacher in school. He was like, "Your accent sounds like a Southern accent, Texas accent," and I'm like, "Really?"
Oh my god.
And then at my second time, I went to Pennsylvania. I picked up another accent, Pennsylvania
Oh.
accent. And then they
Mhm.
said, now you sound like someone from California. I'm like, never been to New York. Like, no one picked the right one. And yeah, it's just
Can you
different.
still
Yeah, so I
tweet?
used to with different accent, and now I'm just,
Mix of
I don't,
everything.
so I'm not so surprised with, I've been through worse.
Can you still do southern accent?
Maybe a little bit, but like how
And
to like give me one sentence. I think my
okay,
accent is not that southern in a way. I think it's just
yeah,
because when I say like
yeah, yeah.
accent,
Oh yeah.
like the word accent, like ask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so southern. Like
Okay.
what? I don't know like for example, when I go to school, I might say like I take the school bus. For example, the school bus is 507. It's like
Hmm.
7. I think this is something that people like 100 is too old. Like the
Yeah,
old
yeah,
things is really southern, I guess. Yeah, so something like that. But I don't think it's a lot.
yeah. That you're starting to coming out.
Yeah, I guess. I think I kind of force it out. Like
Yeah,
I kind of paint a picture when I was in
yeah,
school there, and I start to like say like
yeah.
it.
You know, you know, you know what is the Chicago's unique phrase?
No.
It's yeah, no, no, yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no. Really?
Yeah,
I
actually, have
never really.
really? I've what?
Yeah, no.
I yeah, no, no. Like I think there's a
Oh, yeah,
meme about
yeah,
like
yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I
when
got it now. I
when
got
when
it.
Midwestern say like yeah, no, it mean like yeah. Oh
Right.
no, it mean like no. Yeah, no, yeah. Like yeah, no, no, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. All of these have a different meanings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I kind of I never realized until I say it. I'm like, and then you say it. I'm like, okay. I think I start to realize it a bit. Like, yeah, no, no.
I remember I used to work in like a research lab, and my PhD partner, he was so Chicagoan, and he was whenever he talked, he was like, yeah, no, no, yeah, 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 and I'm like,
Yeah, no, no, yeah.
that's where I first noticed that. I'm like, that's
They
very
said yeah, yes, no. It means no, but
yeah, yeah,
no, yes mean yes.
yes, yes, yes,
Or
yes,
something like that. I think
something like that.
don't fact check me. I don't. I'm not an expert, but something like that. I think other states also have this, but they say it differently. Like yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I miss
Totally.
Chicago.
Ah, please camp. You coming back?
Yeah,
We might gonna
spoiler
have like an episode where
in
we're in.
person.
Woohoo. All right, let's talk about the apartment hunt. So I know that you lived on campus on the first
Hmm.
as your first place. So let's talk about how did you get the place and maybe even talk about how do you like it?
I see. Well, my first place is I live in a dorm, and
Yeah.
the dorm is like it was said that it's newly created, just newly
Oh,
opened.
new building.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that seems good, but to be honest, the rent was really, really expensive. I would
Oh
say
yeah, 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 yeah.
to
It's
to live in that.
normal.
Yeah, I think it's around like per month, like very same to your like 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
And I was like, and you still have to share with like
yeah.
three
You
other
have a
roommates.
roommate and stuff,
So I was like have a mission to like move out and try to get another place.
right?
At the dorm, it was really nice. Like you get your living room, you get a kitchen, you get a bed and everything. But let me talk about the next apartment that I live.
Yeah.
I find a new apartment. It's called South Common. It's like right next block of the
Mm,
IIT school.
yeah.
And it was really convenient and everything. You know how I found this apartment?
Mm,
It's because I went on a date with this Taiwanese guy,
man.
and he lives here. And he was like one bedroom and like a really spacious living room. And I was
Yeah.
like, are you looking for a roommate? Like, this is such a big place, you know?
Okay.
But and at that time, we were kind of like dating, like, as a,
Okay.
we found each other on Tinder, you know? So I was like, maybe I can move into you next semester. But then,
Yep.
like, at some point, we realized that we're not like
Uh,
dating anymore. But I still hit him up like, hey, if you're down, I would still love to like move in. And then yeah, that's how I find my apartment from Tinder.
wow, that's a new way of apartment hunting.
Yes, and I was like subleasing and I was living there. And it was really nice
Yeah,
because I
I mean
think
your place is pretty nice actually.
yeah,
Really
it's
spacious.
yeah, I host like 10, 12 people
I
at my farewell
I
party.
never forget that hot pot party.
Yeah. I think what really is important to me is that I know and I choose my roommate versus when
Yes,
in the dorm you don't really like choose your roommate.
true, true, true.
And also
Yeah, at
like
least you know them.
yeah, my roommate is Asian, is
Yep.
also gay, and like communicative, I guess. So
Yeah.
like whenever we have like some guys over, we understand what's going on, and we're
Oh,
like no
nice.
judgment. Yeah,
No judgment. That's
yeah,
cool, actually. I mean, yeah, I think it's good that it's like if you you have someone who kind of recommend you the place, it's kind of like you
Mhm.
kind of guarantee that it's gonna be not weird and like
Mhm.
decent.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best
And then
experience.
you
Like
live there ever since.
I lived there ever since. No, I
Oh,
moved
okay.
there in next semester, which is 2023, and
Oh,
I
I see.
lived there until I move out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? You used to live. You
Yeah.
changed place before,
You
right?
moved. I moved once, only once, and then I just moved it here. So basically,
Mhm.
my first place, I found it since I was in Thailand.
Uh
So
huh.
basically, I was just like, I don't know, I didn't have anyone to suggest me anything, so I just go ahead and I'm just scared I don't have place to stay, so I just search it up online and
Zillow?
then
Like where do you find it?
apartment.com. It's like just
Oh, okay.
apartment.com, you find it, and then I know that I should live in, and then I have a my host sister who recommended me like which area to stay, so I just kind of pointed out over there. And then basically I remember I got that place because it's like a one studio, like small studio, really small.
Mhm.
And this is one of my mistakes is that because I was like abroad, I was in Thailand, so I didn't get a chance to do like a showing in person.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see the room. So the apartment, like the how to call it, the lease agent, he
Mhm.
took a video of the room, and then I'm like, okay, decent, good. And then I just got it. And then when I arrived, first of all, it was a lot smaller than I expected.
Mhm.
Second, I don't have a view. My room is
Mm?
just a view of the alley.
No, no.
Yeah, it's just an alley. I mean, but you know what? In the beginning, I just feel like a bit disappointed. But
Mhm.
after, pretty not it's not bad at all because all the how to call it, like all the appliance in the room,
Mhm.
they're all new. Like
Mm.
new dishwasher, new refrigerator, new like microwave. Everything was new.
Mhm.
And then what I like about that room is that if you live alone, it's not bad at all because
Mhm.
even though it's a studio, some studios like a true studio where like you feel like
Mhm.
you live in the kitchen. But this
Mhm.
one, they have like a section where that the kitchen is a bit like kind of separated from the room, so you
Mhm.
don't feel like you live in the kitchen.
Mhm.
And I get to have like my full bed, full size bed, and then I
Mhm.
have like a love seat sofa, and then I have like the like a small dining table for two people, and yeah, it's pretty good, and I still have a space for my desk as well, so it's decent for one person for sure. And yeah, I lived there for like a year. No, I
Mhm.
lived there for like 6 months until my brother he finished his high school. He moved in with me, and then we lived in that
Together.
yeah together in that studio together for 6 months. And then I was looking for a new place, so we were
Oh,
thinking that okay, I want to move to like a one bedroom, so at least one bedroom. So we
I
were
see.
looking for space, and I just realized one thing, that apartment hunting in Chicago is really hard, is really
Uh huh.
brutal.
Yeah.
Because if you feel like okay, I schedule a showing for this apartment like one day before the showing, they email me and said okay, we signed this one, this unit already signed, like it's
Wow.
gone,
Like
like
not
it's
available.
quickly like that. So I'm
Wow.
like, man, it's really hard for me to find. And then I remember I went through all the showing in like Lincoln Park, in Gold Coast and stuff, and I found this place, which is with the space they have, amenities, with the price range, it's just right. So I just okay, I got this place, and I get to have a separate place between me and my brother as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
and then we live there. We live here ever since. Yeah.
Where what platform do you use again? Apartment.com again?
Yeah, apartment.com. And then, I mean, I just use like Zillow, whatever they have in the market. Yeah, it's just like that. And I think this place is not bad at all in terms of locations and the price range. Even though it's an old building, but they
Hmm.
renovated inside. So it's just good.
Yeah. I love your apartment. They also have like really good security.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, actually, when I was looking for a new apartment, when I was apartment hunting, the key, like, how to call it, like, the keys, features,
Consideration.
yeah, consideration was first of all, it has to be one bedroom. Second, I want a gym.
Yeah.
Third, I want the concierge, like, downstairs security,
Hmm.
because I felt like it's just needed for me because I went to one of my friend place and he doesn't have
Hmm.
like a concierge or anything, and then his package have to drop in front of the lobby,
Oh
and I feel
yeah.
like that's not really safe. Like if
Hmm.
you want to order something expensive like a MacBook or something like
Hmm.
valuable, is like he have
Got
to ask
stolen.
to drop somewhere else. So I feel
Hmm.
like I want to have like security, and I feel like
Yeah.
oh, with this price range it's pretty decent. I went
Hmm.
to a lot of showing. I went to some showing in Gold Coast. and the price range was like 2,000 something. With
Mm-hmm.
and the room is so small, like
Crazy.
really tiny. But this place, the room is pretty spacious,
Yeah.
and even though we don't have like dishwasher, but I feel like I don't really use it anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just great.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, but for sure, it was such a hassle to find apartment in Chicago. It
Mm-hmm.
was really hard. It goes by really quickly, and yeah, it just really. I was pretty straight. I think I was looking for like 3 months or 2 months
Mm-hmm.
prior.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard.
Yeah, I think it's because of the weather as well.
Yes, if you move in the summer, it
Or the winter
actually
is.
if you move in winter, it's cheaper. You know, the rent
Oh,
is cheaper.
really?
Yes,
Oh.
if you move in the winter, the rent is a lot cheaper. So if you can, don't move in the summer.
But in the winter, it's like snowing, and you're like have to
Yeah, for sure.
move
But
stuff.
if you want to get more affordable price, maybe it's a good
That's
deal.
true. That's true. All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, then let's skip to the next one.
sure.
Okay. Yeah. Let me ask
Okay,
this.
sure.
Thinking about that first day, what advice would you give to Ploy on
Yeah,
your first day again? What's the one thing that you wish you knew back then?
yeah. So first of all, about the Uber things, download Uber. You don't need to wait.
Yeah.
Download the Uber. Second is that maybe the apartment. I feel like I wouldn't, if I could go back, I wouldn't
Hmm.
rush to get the room. I would probably stay with my mom friend and then go to showing and then just sign right away, because some apartment have like the deal where like if you sign right away you get like some how many months free, like 2 months free or 1 month free.
Hmm.
So maybe I wouldn't have to be that rushed, so I can
Yeah.
take my time, because some of my friend did that too. Like he
Hmm.
came without an apartment and he took his time to find like go for a showing. Maybe I would do that. And also if I could go back, maybe if I could find apartments right before school start, I can have some like advice from the friend who lived here, actually lived here then and now, that okay, like here's good, here's bad, this is what good, what bad, because I never really lived in like a dorm before in Thailand as well. I lived with my family, so I don't really know what to spot in terms of what is a red flag for room or what is a green flag, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's the thing that I would tell myself, that don't be rushed on the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah, maybe the Uber things. Besides that, one more thing.
Uh,
When I want to buy my stuff for my room, before I would just went straight to Target. But if I could go back, I would go to like Ross,
yeah. Oh my
Ross,
God.
TJ Maxx.
I agree.
Yes, I would do that.
Maxwell,
And I would
Wellington.
not buy my grocery at Whole Food. I would go to
Oh
Ross.
my.
Yep, these things I wish I knew on my first
Mhm.
day, because I in the first day I bought everything at Target, and I feel like it's just kind of expensive in a way.
Mhm.
Like for example, I bought like a coaster from
Mhm.
Target, and I'm like, man, it's so expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I feel like if I could go back, I would go to TJ Maxx straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very true.
Okay. Yep. That's all. You.
For
How about
me,
you?
I would say that one thing I regret is that the people in the custom line, the
Yeah.
border line, they're also students. But I was like,
Uh,
didn't make friends. I was like shy and everything. But
yeah.
like, honestly, I kind of regret, like, I could have just say hi or anything. But at that time, I didn't even say hi. So,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm gonna stop you here, because I feel like I don't think you should do that. Because on the board, on the custom line, you shouldn't. I don't think you should talk to anyone, because if
Really?
if that person is somehow like not truthful
Uh
about their
huh.
student visa, you might get in trouble.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Okay.
you might get in trouble, because I have been here before through F1, and I have seen one person that she walk around in the line, and then she
Mm-hmm.
kind of see checked out like people passport and trying to
Uh huh.
talk to that person,
Uh huh.
because I think she trying to, and she said in a way that she couldn't speak English well, and then she
Uh huh.
asked that person for help,
Okay.
and no one talked to her, because as I said, it's kind of dangerous to do that, because the
Okay.
custom might see that this one is a criminal and you talk to them, you know her, something
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
don't suggest doing that. Don't make friend in a custom line. You can make friend at the luggage, but don't make friend in a custom line.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And don't make friendly custom line. Yeah, I think I was just conscious about like I should have just say hi. So
You
there's
are
time and
extroverted,
place.
so just
Yeah, time and
take
place,
every
time and
chance.
place. Timo, time and place. But then, yeah, if not that, I'm gonna say that I should have taken Uber. Like
Yes,
you don't
yes, yes,
have
yes, yes.
you don't have to be a strong, independent woman
Yeah,
to
you don't
like.
need to be on your first day. You would just
Uh,
you would just finish 12-hour flight. You don't need to
yeah.
do that.
Oh my god, damn it! Not like a regret, but my advice to that person was like, always make friend outside of your
Yes,
country. Like make
yes,
friend
yes, yes.
outside of your Thailand. Like I have Jay as my friend, but I also have a lot of friends outside of like my nationality, and that opens my world a lot.
Yeah,
Like Indian and other like culture, they also share like a lot of things in common with you guys. And
yeah.
like for the least, you're also suffering as a student together. So that's something that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, that's true. Actually, I want to give myself that advice as well because I think during my school time, I'm hang out with all Thais, like
Yeah.
all Thais, and I feel like in the way I sometimes I don't feel like I don't fit in that well with
Mhm.
like Thai culture because
Mhm.
I'm more like. I mean, as I said, on my first day, I didn't even meet those Thai people because I was like in a different places.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really. Sometimes I feel like I don't really fit in a way.
Mhm.
And I remember on my first birthday that I hang out with those Thai people, I feel like I had to celebrate my birthday like a week before my actual birthday. And on my actual birthday, I didn't get to celebrate anything. And I feel kind of like sad in a way
Oh.
because I feel like, like, it's my
Mm.
birthday and then it's just no one here.
Oh
But
no.
like on my second years, I celebrate with you. And I had a very great time. Because yeah, it's I feel like and one reason why I like hanging out with Timo is because you are one of not many Thai people that hang out with like not Thai.
Other.
Yeah, and I feel like I really like this a lot better because I mean, when I was hanging out with Thai, it's not like they're bad. They're
Mhm.
good, but I think it's just sometimes their hobbies and stuff. We don't really allies really well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I feel like I just like to live my life here in a way. Like my goals are different from them. It's just different. Yeah. So I feel like yeah, if I could give myself advice is that I would go hang out with my foreigner friend more.
Yeah.
Like during school time. This I think this is one reason why after I graduated from DePaul, I don't really hang out with any DePaul student
Oh,
because they're all Thais, and
hi.
then
Yeah.
it just like most of them went back to Thailand. Some of them
Mhm.
still stay, but still like just a handful amount. So that's why I hang out with like most of my friends that hang out now is you are
My
international.
friend.
Yeah, your friend who's our international student. We share the same goal and we have a
Yeah.
great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my agenda is like, if you want to hang with Thai people, you can do that in Thailand. Like, if you're here in like a place full of opportunities, full of diversity, and you're like not taking the opportunity to like make friends, I feel like that's so much of a loss for me. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, maybe because of that friend, I didn't say hi in the custom, make me so conscious about like making friends.
That's why you made a ton of friends.
Yeah, to
You're
make up
such a
for those.
social butterfly. Like I feel like you know anyone, everyone. Like you know everyone in
You know
IIT,
what?
I guess.
Like, I'm going to Chicago for 4 days, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to plan it. It was so dense, so tight.
Again,
I honestly, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a day or like an evening to myself. But I mean, yeah, I'm in Chicago. I'm here to meet people. I'm here to,
yay.
yeah,
Cool. Yeah, I feel like this is not the first time I heard about this, but yeah.
yeah. All right. I think let's just do a quick one word. In 3 years, what's the biggest difference in how you feel? How have you grown since you first landed?
One word. That's a hard thing to
Or
do.
like one sentence as short as possible.
Oh, I
Oh
feel
my.
like I learned a lot in a way. I feel like even though when I first came here, I'm not gonna lie, I came with full of confidence that I'm fine. I can speak English. I've been here before. I'm familiar with American culture. I know how to get around. One thing is that maybe one sentence would be take all the chances. If someone asks you to do something, hey, I have these opportunities, try this, try that, do this, do that, I think just take every chances. You don't know what your life gonna take you, and you don't know when this chance gonna come back. Just take every chances that you get. Like, like just if you met some new friend and they ask you to go out, just do it. Like, it's just one experience. Just do what it like take whatever your life gonna present you. Just take all the chances, and you would learn something from that at least. Even though it was a bad experience, good experience, but you would learn something.
Wow, that's
Yep.
really beautiful.
You.
For me, I would say that the thing that I learned is to prioritize myself first.
True,
Because
true, true.
actually, since back in Thailand, and most of the time, I'm always like a people pleaser in a
Oh,
way.
same.
I make like I make I make people happy. I please them, and I like prioritize having them being happy before I am. To the point that I was like hurting myself, I guess. Not like physically, but like sometimes I'm tired, sometimes everything,
Yeah,
and I didn't really like understand what it felt
yeah.
until I like actually went to therapy, like the one in IIT, and
Mm,
they say something that like literally make me cry. That back then, they
mm,
say that you should love yourself as much as you love other people, and I'm
mm.
like, oh my god,
Hits.
yeah, it hits. And really, in the US, in the culture of like the hustling and in a different place, everyone's gonna try to hurt you all the time. Everyone's gonna try to like be your enemy all the time. So don't do that to yourself.
Yeah,
Love yourself, be your friend, and like yourself come first. Whatever happened, yourself is the most important thing. Like if yourself is full, then you have more space and energy to put to
yeah,
someone else. That's what I would say. What I really learned. Like
yeah.
it's okay to prioritize yourself sometime.
True. Couldn't agree more. Not gonna lie. I feel like the first year that I had, I feel like my first year was the phrase that I was learning because of the same situation.
Uh
I'm more
huh.
like I'm also like a people pleaser, and then I feel
Yeah.
like I didn't prioritize myself back then because I just felt like, oh, if I don't hang out with, I thought those people are like the only choice I had,
Hmm.
that I had to hang out with this one. But then when I met you, I feel like, oh, there are more people out there that you can hang out more, and
Yeah.
then you really hang out with someone who is like really like also prioritize you as well, not you just go follow what they did
Hmm.
or something like that. Yeah, but for sure, I couldn't agree more. I feel like it's especially when you live in the environment that you have to be really independent and you live alone. In the end, you live like you live for yourself. So you just prioritize yourself, love yourself, like other people. People comes and goes, especially in the U.S.
Yeah.
People have come here for a mission, and when they're complete their mission, they just go, and you have to focus on your mission as well.
Hmm.
I think one more thing is that remember what your mission is. Why
Yeah.
you're here. Yeah, that's the thing. Remember what your mission is. Like
Hmm.
in the end, this is your heart like goal that you have to do. Even
Hmm.
though whatever things happen surrounding it, just focus on one goal that you want.
Oh my god, that makes me want to like lock the fuck in, lock in.
Yeah,
Yo,
same.
all right. Well,
Okay.
again, thank you for sharing your life and our life. I hope you enjoy this episode. If you do,
Mm-hmm.
leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who are like trying to come here. Also, maybe like people who's going to be in the US. This is like
Yeah.
a very like good timing because the school is starting soon.
Right.
So yeah, all right. Again, my name is Timo,
Ploy.
and we are
International
International
Pulse.
Pulse.